the identity of the deceased in a case involving alleged rape and murder should not be disclosed. Stop. Wikipedia shall therefore take steps to comply with the previous order and the injunction which has been issued in the present order forthwith. Please stop. Now we have covered this. We have taken care of the letter by the father. Now the status report we have dealt with. Now
something very significant that the doctors wanted to place.
Nandi for a minute and then we
sure. I'm so grateful, my lords. My lords, on the last occasion, the state government had vilified the doctors. For the doctors, my lords, we represent 25,000 doctors in the state of West Bengal. If I may just. So, my lords, on the last occasion, my lords, if we may go turn by turn.
Between the two of you, what's the point?
I'm not addressing the court. I just want to make a distinction between senior doctors and junior doctors. My learned friend is rightly representing the senior doctors who are supporting us. I am representing the junior doctors who have today ceased work. So our submissions will be different.
Yes, Ms. Nandi.
My lords, on the last occasion, a number of statements, misleading statements, and I really say this with responsibility, were made by the state of West Bengal. And in that status report, which we were not given, we wrote twice formal letters and with regard to the doctors, the senior doctors as well as the junior doctors. We have filed an affidavit in this regard, my lords.
So can you summarize what you have to say? Can you just summarize what you have to say? Tell us, we'll make a note of it.
But my lords, if I may just hand this over because it has some relevant documents.
Tell us what you have to say.
Number one, my lords, they have said that the state of West Bengal, the medical system is collapsing because of the strikes of the junior doctors. My lords, the senior doctors are working overtime double shifts because their junior doctors are not feeling safe. They have said, for example, in the status report, para 15 of my lord's order, 7C.
So according to you, everything is going on as normal. Nobody is.
My lords, everything, it is true, is not going on as normal. But in 7C, for example, we have said that cardiology treatment such as stenting and angiography.
The juniors are not on duty. The seniors are trying to fill up the gap to the extent they can.
My lords, for the firstly, they are filling up.
So therefore, we ask
the junior doctors.
Are you in a position to say that, well, everything is as normal as ever?
My lords, we are not saying that, but what we are saying
is that you are doing your duties as seniors to fill in the breaches caused by the absence of the junior doctors.
And my lords, we have placed on record, and my lords just made.
That's all right. You've made your point. What's the next point?
Please. The second thing is that there are a number of deaths that they have claimed that they say that they have got from media reports. Now, we were able to glean in the absence of being given the allegations that are being made against us. We were somehow able to glean one case from which, with regard to which we have obtained the clinical reports, and it is a lie. There's no question of it. It is a lie. So, my lords, this demonizing of the doctors has to stop. So, my lords, if my lords will take note of that and ask them to give us any further status reports or allegations that are made against the doctors so that we can respond, we would be grateful. Secondly, my lords, in terms of safety, there is a notification that has been issued by the state of West Bengal to institute Rattire Shathi.
Sorry?
To institute a cadre that they call Rattire Shathi. Now, this Rattire Shathi, my lords, is at page 23 to 28 of these affidavits. If I may just hand it over. Rattire Shathi means
the companion at night.
Friend of the night. Companion at night.
A companion at night to maintain some sort of safety.
Yes. And this is their response, my lords.
Page
23. So my lords will look at para 2.
Yeah, if you have got it.
Now these 1514 number security personnel will be placed in government medical college and hospitals as per breakup attached by outsourcing through agency for a period of 1 year. This is one objection, my lords. But the second objection is at page 24, which is that they get a training of 7 days. So the director, principal, MSVP, all concerned, with a request to verify antecedents of all such hired personnel. A training of 7 days in consultation with the district police authority may be organized for these hired security personnel. Now, my lords, has the state of West Bengal come to this, that when an incident has happened where Sanjoy Roy, the accused, was a civic volunteer, and at night, my lords.
My lord, I wish to
Yes,
fully
you got your
support.
point.
My lords, may I complete my brief submissions and then?
Yes.
My lords, with regard to the other safety mechanisms that my lord had directed, there are budget allocations, but beyond that, there are a few extra CCTV cameras that have been installed, and that is really it. So in terms of the safety and security, us senior doctors are there, but we are being assaulted.
All right, we got your point.
And my lords, lastly, with regard to the financial irregularities, we have been assisting the CBI directly. And even today, given what had fallen from my lords, I had passed to the solicitor and to the CBI a standard operating procedure with regard to the post-mortem. It's a memorandum dated 3/1/2020. And we have also given a large number of other documents, if that may be taken into account. And my lords, if my lords will consider, the financial irregularities case, my lords, is intricately connected, I beg your pardon, as I had mentioned earlier. My lords, Dr. Shondeep Ghosh has been arrested now in the rape and murder case. So our concern is that
The investigation into that started a little later, because that aspect started a little later. That the CBI is investigating. They have referred to it in their status report.
exactly. So my lords, because my lords' supervision of the matter has been so salutary, we are really only requesting that the status reports on the next occasion be placed before my lords in sealed cover to strengthen the
On the
process.
financial irregularities also.
On the financial irregularities also.
Solicitor, you need an order for us? You can give us a status report
We can have no
on both.
objection, my lord. We can.
On the incident of the alleged rape and murder, as well as on the financial irregularities.
Shall be done.
What is-
We can have no objection.
Yes.
I'm so grateful, my lords. That completes my.
My lord, on the question of these night,
Your lordship said that you, anyway, that's all right.
Now we complete.
Yes, I agree.
Once they complete, we'll come back. So you can give us a comprehensive response.
Yes, yes.
something to say on the order of address. I do believe it's the privilege of the state of West Bengal to be first addressing the court for the reason that a settlement has been reached yesterday night until the early hours of the morning.
That's what I was trying to show.
Now reporting back to work. I request this court, my lord, to invite the state of West Bengal to address you on what is the settlement that has been reached, because it will take care of many of the demands that we have raised. We, the junior doctors, it is an issue, because this court has passed an order directing us to go back to work. We wish to comply with that order, my lord. Now, in relation to that, a certain settlement has been reached. If my learned friend doesn't want to present the settlement, I will present it. I have a copy of it,
We'll
but I
actually-
feel it is his privilege.
All right. Mr. Anupam Lal Das, I'll
And
hope you follow up on.
secondly, my lord, just one small thing in relation to submission that my learned friend, Ms. Nandi made. I fully support her suggestion. I agree that the senior doctors have been greatly supporting the junior doctors, but we have our own point of view. which I will present to you after the state of West Bengal has presented a copy of the settlement to you. Secondly, my lord, in my opinion, that force of 1,514 people requires to be dismantled with immediate effect.
Yes.
They are outside the law. They do not fall. They must be replaced by regular police of the state of West Bengal. They are performing a policing function, and it cannot be performed by people who do not hold the position of police in the state of West Bengal. Therefore, request is to disband that force of 1,514 people, total number, and replace them in the interest of safety and security with the regular police force of the state of West Bengal. That's our request.
Yes.
Confirm, Lalda.
I appear for the senior doctors, my lords, and we just want to place our concerns on record. We, my lords, are all working, we are working overtime. And my lords, as far as we are concerned, all these 20 departments which, cases which have been pointed out, in any case were manned by the senior doctors. Junior residents, etc., were not placed there. So, my lords, that is something that I also wanted to place on record.
Yes.
So as far as we are concerned, we are working overtime. There has been absolutely no this thing from our side. That's our.
May I make a
That's my
submission?
Amaras, may I?
May I make a small submission before Mr. Sibal is called upon? I appear for a doctors organization, thank you, called Doctors for Patients in Calcutta. Our suggestions will give to the task force. There are two issues we'd like to highlight to your lordships. First is pertaining to the investigation itself. Second is pertaining to that policy of 19th August. There are two more clauses, since your lordships already have that before your lordships. I'll start with that.
I mean 13th September.
19th August, the West Bengal policy which has come out, which Ms. Nandi had just read out. If your lordship will
13th September.
No, your lordship, this is 19th of August. If your lordship will have my IA then, 188500.
Miss Nandi, where's 19th of August in your compilation that IPA is referring to?
Or if your lordship will see my IA, lordship.
So we'll refer to one eye. It's so much easier
Yeah,
if we have it every.
that is correct. Is 19th August. 19th August, Government of West Bengal, Department of Health and Family Welfare.
August.
It's part of that helpers of the night policy.
It's there in our earlier status report.
Then your status report?
Yes,
Yes.
it's in the earliest.
Apparently, it's in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
All right, what is it?
There's
What
a
is
There are-
13th of September policy.
All right.
It's in my affidavit.
Your lordship, there are two problems here with that 19th August circular. It's there in my IA as well as I'm told in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
Ma'am, which page number is it? Because what I have is the 13th of September.
Okay, then maybe
She's appealing for whom? I'm not aware.
the policy, was-
Association of Doctors and Patients in West Bengal.
Doctors and patients.
I'm appearing for Doctors for Patients. It's a trust
Doctors
called
for-
Doctors for Patients. So your lordship,
What's your point? Harjeet?
I have 2 points. Number one, in this policy, your lordships at 11, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6, we have a serious problem with. One is working hours of women, including women doctors, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time.
No, this is-
Second, wherever possible, night duty may be avoided for women to the extent possible. Now, this is the policy of the state of West Bengal, and our doctors have a serious problem with this. And your lordships in
How
multiple
can you say that
cases.
women should not work on night duty?
Exactly,
It's ridiculous.
precisely.
Women
And-
will have an objection if you keep them from working.
Exactly, and to limit us to a 12-hour shift. In fact, many of the junior residents work for 36 hours flat out. Now, this is directly impinging on gender and being employed at all.
Completely right. You need
That
to
is
stick
one.
with the point.
We'd like,
That-
and
Anuj
second
Garg,
point,
my
I have a second point, your lordship. I have a second point. Second point pertains to investigation. One is on this policy, your lordship is seized with it. I will leave it at
So
that.
women don't want concessions. They want
Yes.
equal opportunity in
In
terms of
Anuj Garg's-
safety.
Exactly.
In Anuj Garg's case,
Why should we prevent a woman doctor from working in the night?
or 12 hours. Why limited to 12 hours, your lordship?
Struck it
Because
down
junior
three
doctors work for 36 hours.
To Anuj.
Now, women will never be
Should be
taken.
for all doctors. 12 hours working time is for all doctors. Don't bifurcate.
Equally,
That-
whatever the shift,
Exactly.
women
Lord.
doctors are
There-
ready to work in exactly the same conditions
Absolutely.
in
Yes,
terms
yes,
of time.
Exactly.
In Anuj
Well, let's not undermine them,
in Anuj Garg-
undermine the lady doctor.
Mr. Sibal, this has to be
There is
corrected.
no issue, my lord. We'll notify it. We were just worried because there is no security in place at the moment.
No, but the
Therefore, I
answer
want to
to
make
it-
sure.
Saying this
The
one,
answer to it.
I want to make sure, my lord, that
Mr.
something
Sibal,
like.
the answer to it is you must ensure security is in place.
I know, my lord,
You
that's the
can't tell
point.
women that you will not
In-
be
this
working
is
after.
This is in addition. It says in addition. This is not, this is only temporary. But if your lordship wants, we, no issue.
This itself is
the
offensive,
state
Your Lordship.
says that it cannot
One second,
provide
hold on.
security, the
We are,
center is.
we are at item. If.
In Anuj Garg's case,
No,
Your Lordship
Anuj
frowned
Garg is-
upon
You're right. We said that, look.
romantic
Sir,
paternalism.
The law, the provision of the Act, Punjab Excise Act was
Absolutely.
that any establishment which serves liquor
Can't have
will
women
not have a woman. We
employee.
stuck it down.
Of course, you should strike it down, my lord. There's no
But
issue.
therefore, two things, Mr. Sibal. I think the state of West Bengal must immediately correct its notification. You
in-
cannot say that women will not work more than a 12-hour shift. If men are working more than a 12-hour shift,
They want to.
they are entitled
They
to work
want to.
exactly at par with their male counterparts.
We'll issue a notification, but not an issue.
Your duty to provide security. And we can't tell any woman today in our country who's in the workforce that you will not work at night.
Including in
Pilots work at night,
Call
doctors work
centers.
at night.
Call centers
Your
are
armed
always at
forces.
The armed
the
forces work.
women work.
My second point, Your Lordship. Second,
also.
second point,
I-
on investigation itself. Again, it's a suggestion which has come from these doctors for patients. They say that apparently there are many people who possibly have information regarding this incident. And because of fear of retribution, they're not coming out and openly giving this information.
That is our
CBI.
problem also.
Therefore, may I just
Yeah,
finish,
please.
Mr. Mehta?
No, I'm
The question
supporting you.
here is- Oh, thank you. The request here is for an anonymous portal because Your Lordship, the cyber crimes portal today has an anonymous portal for crimes. Also, this court, in the case of videography of child pornography, specifically said you should permit anonymous complaints and a specific portal should be set up. Our request today is to aid this investigation and to hopefully finally get the culprits. We need an anonymous portal which the CBI will set up because many people don't want to disclose their identity even to CBI. And that is a fact today because of the nature of the matter Your Lordship has seen. We support no particular side here, but the point is people are scared. So if they can be enabled to give their complaints anonymously. Third is on Wikipedia, which is not part of my IA, but since Your Lordship said the photo is not there,
Yes.
the photo, Your Lordship, is not there on the Wikipedia website. But after the girl's name is mentioned, there are two footnotes. The first footnote refers to an article which is not an Indian journal. It's outside India, but that article has a photograph. So that footnote is also problematic because I just clicked on it on my phone when this discussion happened, and that takes me to an article.
While editing the order, I'll make sure that we cover that.
It's an external link, reference 1 and
All right,
reference 2.
thank you. Mr. Sibal,
No,
thank
Madam.
you.
But only one, to respond to Malot, she is right. We are also facing this difficulty. People are afraid to come forward and speak. Malot, we are ready to have an anonymous platform. The only Malot, difficulty in that would be, which is Malot, our difficulty, that there would be several things Malot, sent on that which are completely irrelevant, but we can't help it.
That is item 5 and 6.
But we can assure if
Be just flooded with.
that's the problem, Malot,
Information which, you know.
that this is the theory, this is the theory going on.
If this is functioning, they must be.
But I can assure my learned friend, if anybody comes, they would be fully anonymized. We will not disclose their identity to anyone. Yes, Malot.
But despite that, this court is approved of an anonymous portal, despite all the witness protection schemes.
More
CBI's
counterproductive than.
CBI's task force is limited. It's not, it's a relatively a small agency. Now, if we get all kinds of relevant, irrelevant material on an anonymous portal, one officer will be only monitoring nothing else but only that portal. So look at it.
We understand the
flip side.
problem.
Lord, we can assure if anybody comes, their identity will not be disclosed. It would remain only with the joint director CBI.
You just delete it. That's all.
Despite that, the cybercrimes portal has
It
an.
may be publicized, my
and
lords,
for
by the CBI,
Pornography of.
the witness protection.
Equally counterproductive, though I have no.
Despite all-
All right, you made your point. Now, Mr. Sibal.
No, Manoj, just as far as items 5 and 6 is concerned, we'll issue a notification to delete it. That's all. So that's not an issue. No, Manoj. No,
Item
Manoj,
5 and 6 of the notification date.
of
19th August 20.
19th August, Manoj, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6, will be deleted by virtue of a notification, my lords. So
Yes.
that's not an issue. Then your lordship's order, my lords, 9th of September, your lordships rendered this order.
Previous order.
Kindly read, my lords, paragraph 18 with me. In order to, your lordship has that? All my lords have it? No.
We have copies.
We have copies, my lords, we'll try and give.
Yes.
No. Oh. May I read it, my lords? In order to create a sense of confidence among the doctors, we also
We saw that para 18. So what do you have to say on that, Mr.?
yes, so no, my lord, therefore we called, 5 meetings we called. This is the 5th meeting and we want to tell your lordships what happened. Actually, I wanted to place it earlier, but this is after the 5th meeting, my lords. Yesterday night on 16th of September at 6:30. At the outset, my lords, the Chief Minister welcomed all the junior doctors present in the meeting. She expressed heartfelt grief for the deceased victim. She also added, the first demand of the West Bengal Junior Doctor Front is under the jurisdiction of the CBI. The state government would provide all necessary assistance as required for expediting the completion of the inquiry and justice to the deceased. As regards their demands relating to action against Kolkata Police, the CP Kolkata Police and DC North will be transferred. As regards the health manpower, the present DME and DHS will be transferred. Then rupees 100 crores have been sanctioned for hospital infrastructure like CCTV, washroom, etc., which will be formalized in close consultation with the medical fraternity. The composition of the Rogi Kalyan Samiti will be revised to make it more inclusive through inclusion of all stakeholders. The issues regarding safety and security within the hospital and college premises was discussed. The state government proposed that a task force headed by the Chief Secretary and including the Home Secretary, the DG Police, the CP Calcutta, as well as representatives as would be proposed by the junior doctors, will look into related matters. An effective and responsive grievance redressal mechanism will be put in place in the medical infrastructure across hospitals and colleges. Junior doctors were required to join back at requested to join back at duties. It was jointly resolved to work in close coordination to discuss and resolve all issues faced by the medical fraternity at the level of Chief Secretary. The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front representatives expressed disagreements with regard to no disciplinary action against DC Central and transfer of Health Secretary. As regards ensuring safety and security, it was intimated by them that further discussions regarding specific formulations of the same will be required. It was also proposed that the existing threat culture prevalent in the medical colleges can be removed after further deliberations through specific formulations, democratically elected students' unions and RDAs regarding cease work and ongoing sit-in demonstration at Swasthya Bhavan. Representatives submit that a decision will be arrived at only after further discussion with all the junior doctors. The meeting ended with an appeal from the Chief Minister to the junior doctors to join back to work, ensuring delivery of healthcare services, and they still not done it. And there are 10,000 of them. There are 3,000 senior doctors, there are 10,000 junior doctors. 75 of the workforce is not going to work. And I must appreciate the outreach of the senior.
Further comments.
Come on, please.
I was the one who said we have arrived at a settlement. Mr. Kisibal did not initiate this.
Let him at least complete his submission, then you can help. Yes.
So,
No, he can't. I agree with my learned friend, Miller. Doctors can't be demonized like this.
They're making a lot of allegations, my lords. 3,000 senior
I've made
doctors.
no allegations.
It's an
It's a number.
The fact that
allegation.
there are
Ask them
10,000
what the
junior doctors and 3,000 senior doctors.
That's
Correct.
That's all that he has pointed
That's
out.
all I've said. I've said made no allegation. Now, but there's all that and senior doctors have been actually doing a lot of hard work. We appreciate what's happening.
Thank you, but we're not on strike, sir. So
For
this should
God's
really,
sake,
the numbers
shut up.
for the last from the
Why?
media.
No repetition between lawyers, please. Let Mr. Sibal complete.
I'll leave it.
We allowed you to complete now. Let him
Great, I'll leave it.
respond.
So, Malad, this is the state of affairs today, Malad. And she's also publicly said, we won't take any action against you. But if the junior doctors don't go back to work, Malad, what is to be done? And their demands, see their demands.
But
everything
see, this
that-
is not.
Come on, please do not.
Representing them.
Now, Mr. Sibal, we want to know one basic thing. After our last order, we had said that, look, set up adequate security
Yes, we
apparatus.
got an affidavit to that effect. I showed
Now,
you.
what have you done?
Yes,
Let's
yes.
start with RG Kar itself,
let's-
RG Kar
In
Hospital.
consultation with
What,
CISF.
tell us what steps have been taken to improve the,
Yes,
to
I-
improve the safety and the security at the
Yes,
RG
yes,
Kar
kindly
college
we
itself?
give the affidavit. We just give it to you. Yes, yes, we've done that.
Filed this
We
affidavit.
filed this, we circulated
Apart
it
from
yesterday.
budgetary allocation, what steps have you taken on the ground?
Yes, Malas, yes, we're showing it to your lordship. We gave that, circulated it yesterday, Malas.
Of 2020.
Can I have, I'm not concerned, but if you can give me a copy for completion.
Through the health
I'm not
department,
served,
Malas,
that's-
this affidavit was filed through the health department. Just give copies. Give
None of
copies
us
now.
have
I
copies,
don't
Melon.
think we have, but I'm not concerned with that, but copies.
May I have a copy, please?
Usko to de do.
This concerns the junior doctors.
Now, Malas, kindly see.
My lords, this
Mr.
is
Sival,
not
may I-
confidential. May we all have copies?
Mr. Sival, may I have a copy, please?
May we all have copies, sir?
Yeah, give copies. Don't have copies for everyone. We'll give it to you. I'll just read
Yes,
it out
you have
and
to
then
address the court on
we
this
don't-
issue.
Why don't you share
You are
at least one copy with them
intervening.
so that, you know, they can
What is-
between themselves.
What is the difficulty in
copy.
sharing a copy with me?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
You should have come to court with extra
Very
copies.
difficult, Malas.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's kindly just come to page 2, Malas, paragraph 4. Confidence building initiatives by the state of West Bengal. As per the order of the court, Malas. In furtherance of the orders passed by this honorable court, the following district collectors and superintendent of police have been duly communicated the said order for compliance and necessary action. Right, so each district, the district collector, commissioner of police, Malas, identified. Para 5. Further, a letter has also been issued to all district magistrates and superintendents of police for ensuring safety and security of the health professionals working in various health facilities. True copy of the letter dated so-and-so from the Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family is attached, which is at page 1415. Malas. Then, meeting in this regard was chaired by the Chief Secretary of the state with all the district magistrates, chief medical officers of health, principals and hospital superintendents on 13/9, giving clear directions to all for ensuring safety and security and early completion of the various infrastructural works being undertaken. DMs and SPs have visited the medical college in their respective jurisdiction, and they are taking all steps in this regard. That the state of West Bengal is providing the following facilities to 28 medical colleges and hospitals throughout the state, out of which the district collectors, along with superintendent of police, are monitoring the 18 government medical college and hospitals in the district outside Kolkata, while the 10 medical colleges and hospitals in Kolkata are under the Kolkata Police Commissionerate. Besides this, there are 87 public hospitals, district hospitals, super specialty hospitals, sub-divisional hospitals, and state general hospitals. Now, Malas, what is it that we have done? Let's see, existing facility of duty rooms and the restrooms, right? So, Malas, you have 732 males and 444 females. Total is that. Additional duty rooms and restrooms sanctioned are 5, and work has already begun, Malas. And 536 male, 357, it's increased by another 893. And within 7 to 14 days, the work will be completed. I put it there, Malas. Work has started and directions have been issued to executing agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Then come to the existing toilet facilities. You have 462, 249 for women and 711 total, and 1497 and 806 in public hospitals. That's 2303. The additional for women is Malas 724 and Malas 503 for the others, for the public hospitals. And this also will be completed in 7 to 14 days, Malas. Then existing CCTV cameras, in addition, additional will be 6178 and public hospitals 4071. Also, work will be over between 7 and 14 days. Following this is the special dealing with RG Kar, Malas. There, Malas, currently common duty rooms are available for doctors. The total are 57, 24 and 47. Additional will be made, Malas, and sanctioned. There are 71 additional. And work has started. And Malas, joint inspection with hospital authorities, PWD, CISF has been held. Networks have been, new works have been taken up. Then, Malas, existing facility toilets, 43 and 26 is 69. We're building another 82. Joint inspection has been done, Malas, with hospital authorities, PWD and CISF has been held and new works have been taken up. Then existing CCTV cameras 217, we're increasing them to 415. 36 are installed, the other work is going on, Melissa. Then photos are at page 16 to 26, Melissa, they're all there. Then, Melissa, additional security guards. In order to improve the safety and security of doctors, nurses, and other staff in all the medical colleges and hospitals, the government of West Bengal has introduced the program Ratire Sati Helper at Night. The concurrence of State Finance Department has been obtained for engagement of additional 1514 security personnel under this program for all medical colleges and hospitals. There are already 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RGKR Medical Hospital, College and Hospital. 3 companies of CISF are already deployed at RGKR. A true copy of the order dated so-and-so issued by the department is attached. It is, however, most respectfully submitted that despite the order of this court, junior doctors, but anyway, Maharaj, I don't want to read this because unnecessarily, Maharaj, we have now reached some kind of settlement.
Now, when you say that there are 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RGKR Medical
Yes,
College.
yes, yes.
Are these from the Ratire Sati?
No. These are police, Maharaj, police personnel, not Ratire Sati, Maharaj. And we will substitute the Ratire Sati with police personnel. It's only a temporary measure, only for 1 year, Maharaj.
No,
We
my
can
lords-
substitute them with police personnel.
You know, Mr. Sibal, what really happened was this. The accused who committed the crime was drawn from
Yes,
the
yes.
volunteer force.
Correct.
Now, if we are going to have another set of contractual people who will be now designated.
No, now we are giving them ID cards.
But
Security agencies have been,
imagine, these contractual people will be trained,
But-
1 second. These contractual people will be trained for 7 days. And then they will be walking all around in the hospital. Now, what is the protection which these young doctors have, particularly the women doctors, about these contractual staff walking around in the night in the hospital?
Maharaj, this is in addition to the security of the police that is already there, Maharaj.
But you know, the crime was, let's face it, the crime was crime is alleged to have been carried out by a volunteer
That's
who was
right,
posted
that's
at the
right.
hospital.
That's
Now,
right.
we are going to replace the volunteers with these.
Maharaj, there were hundreds of volunteers, Maharaj. It's not that. We'll make sure now. We've got police personnel there. There are stationed there.
Appraisal, the GR says, the government resolution says that
Maharaj,
they will be appointed through an
these are not,
outsourcing agency.
no, these are not civic volunteers. There is a security agency that we have hired. Through them, we have recruited.
So the security agency will recruit these people.
Yes.
Does anybody carry out any?
Yes.
Antecedents,
Verification is done, proper verification is,
Psychological assessment, because these people are going to be working. in the
proper
hospital.
verification is done. Health department is involved in this. Maharaj, something has to be left.
Today, particularly the women doctors have a feeling of, insecurity. Now you get suddenly.
Maharaj, CISF is there today, Maharaj.
They don't know who these people are.
Maharaj,
They're
CISF.
not your police. They're not your paramilitary.
CISF is there, Maharaj, for them to resume work. Now, Maharaj, now what's the problem? CISF is there. Maharaj, after all, something has to be done by the state, Maharaj, to make sure that, your lordships, and
And CISF will be there for a short time because they responded to
we'll make arrangements after that,
Regular
Maharaj.
police, we are asking.
We'll
for
make
the regular
arrangements after
police
that.
force of West
But it
Bengal
can't be,
to
Maharaj, that
replace
the
them.
doctor.
That's all we ask.
The whole problem is when you entrust security to contractual staff, particularly in hospitals where people are on duty for 36 hours, they stay there. There is virtually no protection for women
There is
otherwise.
civic volunteer in this, Maharaj. These are true security.
They are contractual staff.
We have a police house, Maharaj,
closing.
kindly see, we have a police outpost in every hospital.